Okay, this is a really interesting comment. And when I first heard about the Cecil Hotel, I 110,000% thought the same thing. But I actually decided to do a little bit more research and I looked at the public health data and the population data for the Cecil Hotel, and it's actually located in Skid Row. And a lot of people don't know that Skid Row is one of the most heavily populated areas in the country, in California, where people that are suffering with mental health, substance abuse, homelessness are located. And the problem with this is there's a lot of systems that aren't properly put in place in Skid Row. It actually creates a loop. And so when we see a population that is suffering more with these kind of, mental health disorders, substance abuse, homelessness, and things of that nature in one area, then we are more likely to see tragedies in that area. So, like businesses, hotels, this and that. And I don't say this to discredit like paranormal or demonic or anything like that, but the sad tragedy of it is like when we see like a lot of suicides, homicides, or deaths, it is really easy. And I will be one of the first people to admit to look at like past energy and be like, oh, it has to be haunted. Like, why does this keep happening? But the truth is, if we don't look at the systemic failures that have interplayed in these kind of stories, then we continue to overlook them. And I think that's what happens here with the Cecil Hotel. I'm not discrediting that it could be demonic or haunted, but I definitely think that, again, when we look at the location, before we look at the paranormal picture, we have to realize that there's a lot of real tragedies that unfortunately happen in this place because a lot of the people that are struggling and need help aren't getting it because it's not accessible, or it's literally just not prevalent in that place. And then people have to drive to other cities or locations and they might not have the access or the money to do that. So it's actually a really interesting like discussion, and I go into this on my podcast, The Murder Mindset, where we analyze true crime through neuroscience.